And we appreciate you logging on to KBTX.com. Even more questions that we couldn't get to on air with Bill Flores, one of the candidates for District 17, the GOP nomination, trying to face Chet Edwards. We appreciate you sticking around, Bill.
Glad to be here.
Well, over the past year or so, Congressman Edwards has made a couple of key votes. He's voted against the House health care bill. He's voted against cap and trade, a couple of Democratic hallmarks in the House. How would you characterize those votes? Are they insignificant in the grand scheme of things that he voted that way? Are they showing an independent streak on his part? How would you characterize it?
I would characterize them as showing a lack of leadership and being more focused on politics. If he wanted to stop cap and trade, he could have stood up in several committee sessions and said, we need to not let this get out of committee. It can't go to the House floor. On the House floor, he could have stood up and made several speeches about the fact that cap and trade is going to kill our economy, that Obamacare is going to kill our economy and kill one of the largest sectors of our economy. He could have done that, and he didn't. He chose to sneak it at the last minute onto the House floor after the votes had been determined and then vote against the bills and then come down here to the district and put out a press release and say, look what I did for you guys. And that's just not leadership. That's politics.
If you could hop in a time machine, go back and overturn and change a vote that Congressman Edwards has made over his time in Congress, what would that one be and why?
Well, there would be a package of bills that I would like to see reversed. I'd like to see the stimulus bill stopped or reversed. I'd like to see TARP stopped or reversed. I'd like to see the last two budgets cut so that deficit spending goes down and we have a more realistic, rational budget. And then lastly, the most heinous bill that he's ever voted for was partial birth abortion. I'd like to see all of those totally reversed if possible.
So let's go into a potential time machine and go into the future. And if you get elected by the voters, you get to the House floor and you have the chance to support or introduce a piece of legislation. What's the first one you do and why?
Well, the first one I would do, and it's on our on-air interview this morning, I talked about the lady that owns the dry cleaning shop. The first thing I would like to do is give her something so that she feels confident to open a new location, hire new people, and order more equipment. And the way I would do that is to pass tax reductions, to help that person feel more confident, to pass regulatory reforms so that they don't have to worry about the long arm of the government coming in and trying to change their business and impair their ability to create jobs.
Terrorist attacks on U.S. soil, do you believe that they are an inevitability?
I don't believe they're inevitable. I don't think there's anything that's inevitable. If we put our mind to it and put all of the resources of this country behind national security and the war on terror, and it's not an overseas contingency operation, it is a war on terror. There are people that want to kill us, and we've got to stop them. And we have the capability to do that. And also we've got to secure our borders as part of that process.
When you hear the word bipartisan, what comes to mind?
Well, to me, bipartisan means putting the interest of our country in front of the interest of your party. I am an American first before I'm a Republican. And so if I'm sitting on the floor of the House of Representatives doing the people's business for District 17, I want to do what's right for them instead of what's right for my interest as a Republican or the interest of the Republican Party. I want to put America first.
And that's what we got, Bill. We appreciate the time
Is
this
that
morning.
it?
That's it. That's all we got.
Oh, my goodness.
Thank you, sir, very much. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Of course, the primary voting date is March the 2nd. Early voting starts next week, and we appreciate you logging on.
Thank you.